And how do you know they can't breathe?
Well, because all the animals in Jurassic Park are female.
He's gonna eat the goat?
T-Rex doesn't want to be fat. He wants to hunt. His vision's based on movement. Can't see us if we don't move.
Oh, nice boy. Oh, nice boy. Thought you were one of your big brothers.
This T-Rex was in a torrential downpour every second of footage that he was on film. Fine-tuning of this machine based on his weight. And as he would get rained on, his skin would soak up water and his weight would change. And in the middle of the day, he would start having the shakes and we'd have to dry him down.
The raptor is on this side of his head. To get him around this way, you can see that you have him grab like the raptor's tail, and then he pulls the raptor and he steps back.
Scene where the galley is first attacked by the T-Rex but still alive. Then he looks up at the T-Rex in a sort of last-ditch effort to either beg for forgiveness or see what's hitting him, I don't know which. In that little moment where he looks up and then gets clobbed.
Take the action that a real T-Rex would when he would yank him into the air and shake him to like break all the bones in his body so, you know, he can kill him and eat him.
And the head can just like turn back, so it's a real scary shot.
You know, the other great thing about that is when you have him like this and he's actually, you look at him, you feel he's looking this way. He's actually looking at you. You can do a move where he just lunges at you.
You know, and you probably get the head to go all the way around like that. To get him to like even do like kind of when they see the prey, he stops and like a pointer, and then he starts tapping out like a code. But I mean, what is good is he hears a sound. He hears a sound. He goes. He sees the kids in there. He says he stops and scratches his face. You know, like that. Some water gets in his nose. He shakes his head. He sneezes.
Someone let T-Rex out of his pen.
My grandpa said all dinosaurs were girls.
When I was a younger kid, 9 or so, I was trying to make friends by going to a sleepover at a neighbor's house with a bunch of kids I didn't know, which turned out to be a terrible idea. But I decided to grab one of my toys for sentimental value so that I could grab onto it and think about being in a comfortable environment. It was this toy, this Jurassic Park T-Rex. This T-Rex is female. I refer to it as female. The kids tried to talk about it as if it were male and kept saying, "He's great." And I was saying, no, it's she. She's great. She is a killer. They gave me weird looks in response to this that I just couldn't understand. I mean, it was female. At the time, I was a major Jurassic Park geek. I'd seen the movies and I read both the books. In the book The Lost World Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, it described how to sex T-Rexes. That's how to identify the sexes, you pervs. From this, I determined that this toy is female. It fits the color pattern of the larger T-Rex featured in the movie, and Jurassic Park dinosaurs share the trait of birds, where the larger one is female. I named this T-Rex Pretty Kill, after the female T-Rex in Dinotopia Lost. A few years later, I got into gender philosophy, started thinking about this issue a little deeper. The T-Rex isn't just an ancient extinct animal in people's minds. It's a figure of power representing the wonder of a world long lost. Like with the matriarchal great white shark, it's got this fearsome appearance that makes it memorable regardless of how dangerous it actually was compared to its relatives. The American Museum of Natural History originally set its T-Rex upright, like a person. Doesn't work in the Jurassic Park Rex because it's supposed to go like this. But anyway, they had it upright, like a man, towering over people. People would look up in awe of this massive killer. People automatically consider the T-Rex masculine because masculinity is associated with this kind of power. It's not just the size, the sauropods are much bigger, but people don't associate that with masculinity to the same degree as the T-Rex. Its viciousness, or apparent viciousness, its ability to kill as a carnivore. Its very name means tyrant lizard king, an evil male ruler. People adore the T-Rex as this symbol of power, and it has become a symbol of dinosaurs altogether. Along with the similar Allosaurus, the T-Rex found its way into film. It was a fearsome antagonist throughout the 20th century, and eventually found its way into Jurassic Park. In the book version, John Hammond remarks that even though all of their dinosaurs are female, or so they think, they refer to the T-Rex as male. They just can't conceptualize of the T-Rex as female on a practical level because of this intense association with masculinity. Perhaps Michael Crichton felt that his readers would have difficulty viewing the T-Rex as female, as this quirk of the Jurassic Park employees is never examined, and throughout the book, the T-Rex is simply referred to as male. Even when it becomes a plot point that dinosaurs with a specific gene are becoming male, and it's noted that the T-Rex doesn't have this gene, the T-Rex is still referred to almost exclusively as male. The movie follows the book and has the characters refer to the T-Rex as male, despite previously establishing that they're all supposed to be female. And when the T-Rex shows up, the viewers do the same masculine gendering. While I and a handful of other viewers saw an animal indicated to be female, the vast majority of viewers saw this awesome, terrifying T-Rex and just assumed it was male.
Someone let T-Rex out of his pen.
And refer to it almost exclusively throughout the media, throughout everything as male. This is the king of the dinosaurs. People just ignore all that exposition about how the dinosaurs are female. So what if Dr. Wu said all the animals in Jurassic Park are female? They see something of great power and strength, therefore it must be masculine. And anyone who tries to call it female must be some kind of weirdo. Now in 2013, video reviewer The Nostalgia Critic, Doug Walker, has done a remarkable thing in his review of Jurassic Park. He refers to all dinosaurs as female.
I think everything about her can be summed up in that one awesome roar. Oh god, I bet if you translated that roar, every single one would declare her ability of just owning this goddamn movie. Or at least she becomes nasty when the prop guy pulls the strings. All she needs is a mic drop. I swear, that's the only thing missing. She fucking owns everything that ever existed. She just needs a mic drop.
Oh, Stephanie, could you be awesome and stand guard at the door while I sniff our dinner out? Of course, Vanessa. Thank you. No prob.
It should be obvious, but he's one of the few people to have caught that particular detail and applied it to his perception of the dinosaurs. And I'm watching it thinking how weird it is that this guy, this popular guy, is referring to all the dinosaurs as female. As the dinosaurs are a big part of the movie, he's constantly saying she and her, and it just feels so weird that femininity could be a big part of a cool movie like this. But I guess I have some internalized misogyny because a part of me kind of recoils at the thought of him using feminine pronouns so much. I even feel a little defensive. Like by his descriptions of everything as female, he's going to soften the dinosaurs and make them less cool. It kind of feels almost like he went out to make an antagonist, radical feminist statement, even though he's just being accurate in his descriptions, and ultimately saying nothing more than that he's a fan of a cool monster movie. I guess Doug Walker's just more feminist than I am. Even after everything, I still have the same internalized misogyny as those kids, and the people who constantly flame me. Doug Walker is not only able to recognize that the dinosaurs are female, but also he is able to love them in the same way as those who see them as male. His tribute to the T-Rex as a powerful female creature is nothing short of a feminist marvel. What's interesting is that he briefly touches on this topic when he snarks at the movie.
It is funny him confusing strength and gender, seeing how most of the things on the island trying to kill him have a vagina.
The thing is, Doug is one of the few people to actually recognize that female power. Most see these cool, powerful things and just brand them as male. Same way Pretty Kill Hair has a Jurassic Park branding. I don't think that the people who made Jurassic Park saw that female power, so Hammond couldn't have seen it, and most of the viewers didn't see it either. The fact that Doug not only saw it, but made a review in which he treated it as a matter-of-fact attribute and something that went along with making this movie wonderful is extraordinary from a feminist perspective. And in my opinion, it makes this Nostalgia Critic review the most feminist thing on that site, Nostalgia Chick and Linkara included.
They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me!